What up boys, welcome back to another tier list video. Today we're going to be ranking all spells in Clash Royale. Or maybe not all spells, but as many spells as I deemed necessary. I didn't want to really put things like Goblin Barrel and Mirror onto here because they're not spells. And I was even a little bit hesitant around spells such as Heal and Clone because like damage spells and effect spells are so much different to me, and I sort of just want to do damage spells. But then I was like, no, because Heal and stuff are spells, they're just really bad spells, and I don't actually know how to put an F other than arrows for damage spells. So I think the ruling I've gone for is it must create a little circle on the arena of its radius, or it must have a radius, I guess. Golden Barrel, it won't do that. When it lands, it doesn't create a little circle. Stuff like Mirror doesn't even land on the arena. So that, I think, is my ruling for what gets in and what doesn't. Again, you can fight me about that in the comments, but this is my tier list, and that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, enough talking, let's get into this. So we're going to start with arrows. These are in alphabetical order, I do believe. Arrows, I'm going to put in consistent, although I don't rate them whatsoever, and I rant about them a lot. I might actually do a video just on why arrows are bad, but yeah, the reason I'm going to put them in consistent, I think, is because there are effect spells in here. If we're only doing damage spells, arrows down there, but yeah, because effect spells are here, definitely there. Now, people have been complaining that I was, like, evening up my tiers. I'm going to try and stop doing that, but if I do reference by saying I don't want to put too many on one line, then don't challenge me too much. It's just, I like being even, okay? As I rank other things, arrows might move down, so that's probably going to be why. Anyway, let's move on to Bar Barrel. I'm going to put it in viable for now. It just got nerfed. I don't know how bad it actually is at the moment, but I feel because it was so strong before, it should still be viable at the moment. Clone's a toughie because it's an effect spell, so automatically I want to put it in under average, but it has its use cases, which means I want to put it in consistent. But when you take it out of those decks where it's not usable, it goes to under average. So it's between these two. I'm going to put it in here for now. Earthquake, just flat out failure. Fireball, I think I'm going to put in viable, which sort of rhymes with Barbarian Barrel. Freeze, I'm going to put under average. I don't think it's amazing at the moment. It obviously had its time in the meta, but it's been nerfed ever since. And yeah, I don't think it's too great. I think Clone is better. Heal is also just a failure. You can go down there. Lightning, maybe inconsistent. Oh, I don't know, because there's that one Royal Giant deck that runs Lightning. Golem doesn't really run it anymore. It's just Poison, so Poison's definitely going in meta. But I think maybe Lightning consistent. But it's so much better than arrows. See, it makes me want to move arrows down, which then makes me want to put Clone down. But then people are going to complain because Clone isn't under average, because people want Clone to be nerfed. But my defense is that it only works in Lava Hound and some Golem. So I don't actually know. Is Clone better than arrows? Maybe, actually. Maybe I'll just put in consistent like that. Yeah, that works. Log, maybe just viable. Yeah. I don't know. I want to put it in meta, but it's not that much better than Bar Barrel, so... Poison, meta, there's nothing else I need to say. Just the best spell in the game for ages now. Rage, failure, rocket, maybe under average. I think it's worse than lightning, definitely. I think it's on the level of arrows, yeah. Snowball, oh, I don't actually know about Snowball. Snowball for me is going to depend on the usage rate of it. You can call this cheating if you'd like, but I don't actually know how much Snowball is used at the moment. Like, when I think... Yeah, a lot. I do think a lot. Okay, fine. Snowball, definitely meta. Like, it's a good card in itself, but the difference between meta and viable is how much it's being used. So, if Snowball was like, 5% usage rate, it would go down to viable, but because it's being used and it's a good card, it's definitely meta. Tornado, same deal, always being used. I'm going to whack it in there. Zap. I think Zap can stay here. I think Zap in meta, yeah, I think that's pretty good, actually. I think I like how that's gone. I like how, like, the last four were just all in meta. We didn't have one before that, but shush, it's fine. We've almost actually got it even, which is annoying me, because it makes me want to just, like, move Zap somewhere, but I'm not going to do that. So, again, we're going to rank them within their tiers. So, here, I'm rating Tornado best spell in the game. I don't care what any of you say. Tornado is so insane in how it actually works that I do think it is the best spell in the game. I know Poison's insane. Oh, is Poison better? I don't know. I think my personal bias wants to put Tornado first. But knowing the meta and how people are going to respond, I think Poison goes first. I'm going to put Tornado because I'm a biased son of a... Poison better than Snowball, yes. Snowball better than Zap, yes. So I think that's actually set. Barbarian Barrel, I want to put Log first. Then... Fireball, then Bar Barrel. I think because of its nerf, it has to be the bottom of viable at the moment. I think it's still inviable. I don't think it's going to go down to consistent. But I don't think it is... Yeah, I don't think it's, like, good in viable. Lightning on Clone, it makes me feel bad having Lightning and Clone on the same ranking. They're so different. I think there's such a disparity there. But because I'm trying not to even it up, I think it will have to stay like that. And definitely in that order, yeah. Under average, I'm going to put Rocket there. It could maybe go above Freeze. I don't really know. I think Freeze has its niche usages where it's just like, oh, that's incredibly overpowered, isn't it? But I don't think as an overall card it's overpowered, so I think Freeze, top of under average, does work. And then for failure, you know what? I think that's right. I think Rage is the worst spell in the game. I think Heal's just a bit above it, and I think Earthquake is just a bit above that. I know it's going to annoy people, but if I had to make them all even, right? If I had to go all Freeze, I would just do that very simply. It would just be Zap in there, and then I'd move you to there. But yeah, I think that's my overall tier list. This time, I didn't try and even it out. This time, this is just my tiers. I know this is a shorter tier list video, but we only have 15 cards, and there's only so much I can say about them all. So yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think the only thing people have major problem with is me putting Tornado as the best, but I rate Tornado. If you don't agree with me, there's a video up there about why I think Tornado is the most broken card in the game, and you can go watch that and complain about me there. But yeah, let me know in the comments, A, any more tier lists you want to see, or B, your opinions on my tier list and where you would rank stuff. Hopefully, it's not too far from everyone else. There's only 2 damage spells that are within the effect spells there, which I do think is correct. I think effect spells are pretty trash, but I also think arrows and rocket aren't that good right now, so yeah, I agree with my own opinions. How weird. Anyway, boys, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and peace.